Hey you! Yeah, you! You wanna go to Italy with me, like, right now? Well, too bad, because I don't have money for that! And you probably clicked on this video because you're a college student and you want to learn how to cook a good meal in your dorm. So, let's get to it. So here we've got, I think it's called a dozen. I received this for next year for college, and it's an electric pot. So you could do pretty much anything in this thing. You just gotta remember size. Size matters, unfortunately. 600 watts. So we're just gonna turn that all the way up. Alright, so this does call for a large pot. Now, you could do this with a small pot, but for sake of time, I'm gonna be using a separate pot. So I like to use this type of pasta because when I did take a trip to Italy, I remember seeing this on the shelves and I was like, well, that's what I'm gonna be eating from now on when I'm back in the United States, because this is the closest we've got, unless you make homemade, so pretty good. All right. So it does say 6 quarts of water for each pound of pasta, but usually I just say the water can go up past halfway, and I think that's good enough as long as it covers all the pasta you're putting in the pot, in my opinion, and it always works. All right, so now that we've got that going on high until it starts boiling, it does recommend that you use salt to salt the water, which will give the pasta some flavor. So add that in there. So it calls for 2 cloves of garlic. Don't be like my mom who used 2 of these. No, a clove looks like this, which there's a bunch of them inside. So what you want to do is, because it's still wrapped up in the peel basically, you want to, let's put this here so you can see it, smash it down, and it kind of looks like that because it breaks it open. You can just easily take that off, and then you've got 1 clove. So I'm going to do it to the other one. Voila! Now you got 2 cloves. And then what you're going to want to do, mince it. So mincing is like tiny baby little pieces of it basically. Now the best way from when I did cooking classes in like middle school is you want to rock your knife back and forth over whatever you're trying to mince. It's not just garlic. Sometimes there's other things that you want to mince. Alright guys, so now it does call for 2 teaspoons of olive oil. So measure this baby out. And let me double check that I am doing this correctly. Medium heat. So because this pot isn't like medium, like low, medium, high, it just has 250 watts or 600 watts. So I'm just gonna go for the 250 watts. So there is the first teaspoon. There is the next teaspoon. Time we got it to a rolling boil. So I'm gonna add the pasta into here. Nice. And then I'm going to casually stir it here and there so it doesn't stick to the bottom. And then while that is doing that, here's my new setup. Again, not using the heat, just the electric pot itself. Alright, so now I'm going to be adding the minced garlic into our electric pot, and it's sizzling. Good sign that it's working. Half a cup of heavy whipped cream. Now you want half a cup of milk, or I'm using half and half. And now I'm going to be adding 4 tablespoons of my pesto. Then I'm going to be adding half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese and a cup of mozzarella cheese. This will make it thicker. Alright, here is 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. So now we're going to drain that pasta. Woo. At the moment, this is what we've got. Creamy. Alright, I had to put the hat on to create best vibes, all the Italy vibes for eating pasta. Don't come after me. I know it's not like authentic pasta, but you know what? It gives the vibe for me. So here we go. Taste. That is good. And I'm really glad that me mixing the recipes together worked out, because that was me guessing, but because I knew adding the mozzarella and that amount of the grated Parmesan would have the thickening effect, that I had an idea of what it would turn out to look like. So, all right. Well, as you can tell, worked out great. That electric pot works. You should go out and probably buy one for your college dorm. Again, maybe get 2 of them so that you can do pasta at the same time as the sauce. Make sure you have extra dishes on hand so that you can combine them together. Make it a little less messy and easier for you. But overall, I do recommend this recipe. Found it off Pinterest actually, so definitely search it up. There's a lot of easy stuff on there, so you'd be surprised as to what you can actually make in your dorm. So I'm excited to make stuff like this in my dorm, hopefully not cause a fire. That would be really, really bad. Anyway, so thank you for coming to my first video, and I hope to see you next week. Click subscribe, follow, like, all the above, and I will see you next time.